Hey everyone, Elaine here with Sweet Stampin'. Thank you for joining me this Tuesday, September 9th. Are we on the 9th? We're on the 9th. Tomorrow is the 10th, the last day to subscribe to the September Paper Pumpkin, which is going to coordinate with the new, I think it's called Autumn Toile. Autumn Toile. I can't remember all the different names. Autumn Trees, Autumn Toile. Suite of products. So very exciting, and I am hoping to get my kit in time to show it off next week. So you have time to subscribe and then get your kit in time to have your kit when I show you some really cool alternative cards and how you can use the Autumn Toile suite to enhance your paper pumpkin kit. And of course, if you are a subscriber or purchase a paper pumpkin kit from me, you will get a set of tutorials from some really awesome designers, some of whom are on Stampin' Up's artisan team. So I really feel like I have to step it up when I create a tutorial for this group because there are some heavy hitters in this group. And the tutorials are amazing, as my subscribers can tell you. So you can also purchase the tutorials for $15. All of the previous tutorials are available on my website, sweetstampin.com. Just go to tutorials and they are all there and they are magnificent. And like I've said before, $15, you're basically stealing it because you're getting 12 to 14 tutorials that are amazing for like $1 a piece, which is crazy to me. I voted for it to cost more, but lucky for you, it only is $15. So thank you guys for joining. Jan and Louise, Joan, Gwen, Karen, Pam. Lovely to see you all. Wish you were all here in person with me. That would be super fun. So next time, why don't you guys just fly out and we'll just have a little stamping, crafting get together. Sound good? All right. So today I am going to be showing off the Gathering Together suite, which is an online exclusive. It is so pretty. The paper is amazing. It has gold foiling on it, and it has all the gorgeous fall colors that go together so well that I really love using. So I'm very excited to show you some of the ideas, and there are two. No, is this the one with two? This is the one with one. I get them confused. So the other suite that's in the catalog has two bundles. So that's a mega suite, what I call a mega suite. So this one just has the one bundle, but it's really cool. And I've also used the branching out bundle. Have you seen that? Have you seen the dies? Okay, if not, I'm gonna show you because they are super cool. Oh, hi, Ruby. Thanks for joining. Let's see, what's your Fred World? Shred World? Fred World? Not sure how you pronounce that. But anyway, we're going to do a little review, but yes, of the cards that I made last week with the spooky, sweet, spooky, sweet, 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 spooky, sweet. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. And here's our little cute hippo card that we made. And then we also did a little crow card. And we learned that a gathering of crows is a murder of crows. Great, huh? So these are the two raffle cards. You get to choose one of these cards if you win my little raffle. So to join the raffle, you just say hi. Just comment, just say, hey, I like those colors on that card, or nah, I don't really like your layout. You should change this. I don't care. Just make a comment and you'll be entered into next week's raffle to win one of the cards that I make today. So let's go over to my little raffle wheel. So fun. And here are the names of everyone from last week. And give it a little spin. And we have Susie. Yay, Susie. So Susie, let me know which one you want. by the end of the week. Otherwise, I will pick one for you. I'm sure you'll like either one, right? Yes, they're both great. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can minimize that now and we can go back to this. All right, so let's get to business. So I can put this away and I can finally, truly, legally show you the catalog. Oh my goodness, so crazy. So let's see, right here. Okay, so we have the catalog here. So pretty. And we've got some ephemera mix and match in the front here that's super cute. It's got die cuts and I'm gonna be showing you some of that later. We'll get to Christmas later. Definitely showing you this Traditions of Christmas suite. It is gorgeous. It's my favorite one out of all of them. And this one's super cute, the North Pole delivery, especially this cute little box. I ordered it just because of the box. Can you believe that? But it's a super cute little box. Look how cute it is. So I'm gonna be showing you some fun things with that. I already have this. We were able to pre-order this earlier for an event. So I have that. This is gorgeous. This is amazing. The Lights of Aurora. And then this was the Autumn 12 that I was talking about, has the 2 bundles. So it's a mega suite. And then we have, and I got to see these frames in person at an event. Those were super cool. And then we've got some scrapbooking kits that coordinate with the suites, which are really cool. I plan on getting all of them and using all of them. We have this cute little squirrel stamp set and punch. One of my friends hates squirrels, so I love to tease her about squirrels. So I'm seriously considering getting this bundle just so that I can make her a card. I'm sure she would love it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, branching out dies. They are so cool. So I'm gonna show you those. Super, super, super cool. And then we have this really cool, I'm gonna show you this one too, Words of the Season bundle with the dies. Look how cool those dies are. And then definitely showing you the Snowy Delights bundle with the masking. You guys know I love masking, so we're doing that one. And then this one's really cool. It's a hybrid embossing folder, standalone. There's no stamp set that goes with it, but it cuts out all of these little sayings. Dear Santa, Noel, Happy Christmas. So very excited to show you that one. This one's really cool, the pattern tags dies. And then we have some other little standalone stamp sets. And that is the mini catalog. Oh, and I got this one. This one looks so cool. I love this little beach scene in the happy here. So cool. And then I just bought this one because I love plumerias. They are one of my favorite flowers. Love, love, love them. I know I have a lot of favorite, like I love roses, I love gardenias, but plumerias, I love, love, love them. In fact, I just bought one that I'm hoping will bloom next year. So wish me luck, because even though it's warm here in California, it's not quite warm. It's not humid enough. Not a lot of water here. Okay, so now these are the online exclusives and there's a PDF, and I'm gonna email that out to everyone. I meant to email it out last week, but life is crazy and I didn't do it. So I hope you will take a look at it when I send it out. But this is what we're gonna play with today. We're playing with this Gathering Together, and it has gorgeous paper that I'm gonna show you, the stamp set and dies, some linen thread in colors, Cajun craze and gold dots. These look so cool in person. And this Gathering Leaves embossing folder, it's one of the really large embossing folders. So we'll show you that too. I'm definitely going to be showing you this Modern Christmas collection. It's very elegant with the gold and black and those rings. So cool. And the twine, love it. And then definitely showing you this one, the Elegant Pine Snowflakes. So all the snowflakes are built out of pines and pine trees. So very cool, I love it. Showing you the Beautiful Pumpkins next week. So that's next week, Beautiful Pumpkins. And then we have some more snowflakes. So Snowflake Kisses I'm gonna do. And then the pine tree trimmings, you can get little shaker domes. So definitely doing that one because I love shaker cards. I got this one. So this I'll incorporate in some of the different other bundles that I do. And then they have the one-off things. So the domes and the stars, and then the etched autumn. I'm gonna show you that today. And then the scrapbooking, the Sweet Halloween scrapbooking kit, which is very cool. And then there's also a lovely florals, which coordinates with the charming, what was it called? I know the bundle's called Charming Day. Lovely, charming florals, maybe charming florals. Maybe that was the one. But I just got that one and I'm so excited to put that one together because it's so pretty. I love the scrapbooking kits because I love just having it all done and ready and I can just put it together. It's so fun. Like I don't have to design anything and I can tweak the design, right? Let's see, waiting for the branches, yeah, to arrive. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I love any kind of card. So fall cards are great. Definitely for thank you cards and for fall birthdays. So that's what I like to do with fall items. So gathering together designer series paper, we have the gold foil that you can see in there. And then this is really soft and pretty with the gold foil. And we've got some plaids. And then we've got another page of leaves, some stripes. And then this page. And then this one looks like the embossing folder here. So here's all I have left because I have been using this like crazy because I have my Falling for Fall retreat this Saturday. This weekend, I have 11 lovely ladies coming. I'm very excited. We're gonna have an amazing time together. I've been making gifts for them out of all of these things. It's all fall, so I'm very excited. And I'm gonna show you guys a sneak peek of, oh, should I do it? Yeah, I already mentioned it. Of one of the gifts using this suite. It's very cute. It's a little notebook. And just show you really quick, ta-da! So I just put a little DSP on there and measured and created this little monogrammed, personalized notebook. So everybody's gonna get a notebook. And this is out of the party, I think it's called Party Dies. So super cool, love it. And then let's look at the bundle. So this is the bundle. So this is different. They haven't done this before. It's kind of interesting. So there's an exterior outline and then there's this interior that cuts all these little holes. You see all the holes? And you can stitch with the twine. You can do some stitching on there. So let's see if I did. So this one. So we're gonna do some stitching. I can't believe it. And I don't have a needle here, so this is gonna be interesting, but I'm gonna do a back stitch. So for those of you, maybe I should get a needle. I'm not, ugh. I got it on my tongue. A needle, oh, I do have a needle. I remember, okay, so let me grab my little plastic needle. I think I got it from another kit one time. So I know it's in one of these little bins that I have. So not that bin, and then not this bin, and then let's take a look at this bin. I have so many little bins in here and I like stuff all these different things. So this is like my little ribbon tire and eraser and adhesive eraser bin. And then I have some those, and then my adhesives. Oh man, I can't find it quick enough. Well, darn it. Okay, I might have to go over to my little sewing area because I really want to do this. Okay, I'm gonna do that later. But anyway, you can do the holes. Yeah. Hi, Leslie and Tiffany. Yes, definitely fall birthday cards and thank you cards. I always need birthday and thank you cards. So no matter the season, and you know, people in the fall, like me, I have my birthday in the fall in November, for those of you that want to know. I love getting fall cards. So here is one that I made. And you can see I cut it out of the DSP, but I didn't do the little dots. And I stamped in some of the colors from the DSP, the Old Olive, Crushed Curry, Cajun Craze, and Early Espresso. And then in Crumb Cake, I stamped on top of this paper from the Country Woods. So I used the wood paper, and then I stamped that etched, sketched autumn background, love backgrounds on the DSP. And so that creates like double texture, a lot of texture, and I think it looks really cool. And then here are those Cajun Craze and gold dots. They are so cool. They are beautiful, and they come in large, medium, and small, which I love, because then, you know, because I always do 3, you are not going to have like a ton of larges left over and no smalls. So I like it when they do the large, medium, and small. So I don't know if you can see how pretty these are. They are so pretty. Cajun Craze is my least favorite color, honestly, but these are gorgeous. I really like these a lot. So I'm very happy that they look so pretty. And then in the other suite, it's interesting, they have these streaked dots, and they look somewhat similar, but they're not. They look more like a handle on a rocking chair. They look like wood to me, like wood. So interesting, fun. So I'm gonna use these. Oh no, I'm sorry. Next week I'm gonna do the Autumn 12 because I'm doing it with Paper Pumpkin Kit. But if my Paper Pumpkin Kit doesn't come in time, I will do Beautiful Pumpkin Bundle. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, so here is that card, and here's a little sneaky peeky of one of the projects we're gonna do this Saturday, and this is a card kit. I saw it from a friend who's an artisan team member for Stampin' Up, Ashley, and she created this little box, this card box. So you can put cards in here and envelopes, and we're going to make 3 cards, and then you just put them all in there, and we've got this really cute belly band using the DSP, and then I used the wood grain paper, and I used the blending brushes to create this multicolored leaf. Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool. And then here's that twine. And then this is from the paper that also I think is it with this suite? This is the metallic paper. So you can stitch whichever you like, or I just did it plain. I tried some of the other ones, and then here's the branching out dies. So cool. Where did I put all of them? I just did a whole bunch. Oh, they're all over there. Okay, everything's over there. Okay, so that's the bundle, and I showed you the dots, and there was one, oh, the embossing folder. I gotta grab the embossing folder because I left that over here as well. And then I'm gonna grab a needle. I need a needle. Sorry, it's in my little case, not my case, my sewing cabinet, but I'm coming right back. Okay, here is the embossing folder. It's huge. It's one of the large ones. And wow, it already has adhesive on it. And then here's my little, I've had this since I was little. So let's see if I can find one that doesn't have a sharp point. All right, so this is like a cross stitch needle. And there we go. So let's trim some of this off and back stitching. Okay, so we're gonna start, We'll start over here actually. Okay, and I'm not gonna tie a knot. I'm just gonna weave this in because a knot will make this thicker and I don't want it to be like a bump under my leaf. So back stitch, right? You go in the one in front and then you go back. And then one in front. Uh-oh, almost missed this one up here. Gotta do this one up here. Ugh. It's been a long time since I've done cross stitch or needlepoint. I used to do it a lot when I was a girl and a teenager. Like I said, I love all crafts. So here's my end piece. So I just need to kind of pull that in here so I can weave it in as I sew. You didn't know you were getting a sewing lesson today, did you? Ooh, got stuck. Yep, so I'm just kind of going back and forth so that this will kind of just be woven in there. And sometimes I gotta let the needle hang to get it to untwist. Okay, so now we're gonna go, I think we're gonna go to the other side. Okay, so let's go to the other side over here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it, but I don't think my string is long enough. But you know what, it doesn't matter. I can get another string, it's fine. It'll be fine. Oh, but anyway, you get the idea. And then you have this cute stitching on your leaf that you can put on your card. Why can't I find this? And, or you could just leave the holes as is if you want to do that. What else could you do with these holes? I'm not sure. Let's see, could you put a little piece of tape on the end? Yes, I definitely could, for sure. Great idea. I just kind of wove it in there. So you see how it kind of disappeared in there? Kind of got all strung in there. But yes, a piece of tape would be great. So let's do this part right here. And then this last piece right here. And now I'm gonna come back over to this one here. Oopsie doodles. Lots of string, gonna kind of go back and forth here. It always looks a mess on the back when you do this, right? How many of you have done needlepoint or embroidery or cross stitch? Any cross stitchers out there? When I had my first child and my husband was traveling all over the world for 2 weeks at a time, I would put my son to bed in the little crib in the bedroom. I'd have him sleep with me when my husband was gone. And I would sit in the corner. We had a big comfy chair and I would work on a needlepoint. And this needlepoint is like super special to me because my Chinese zodiac is a tiger. And so I did a mama tiger with her 3 cubs. And at that time, I wanted to have 4 kids. But it ended up that I had 3. So there are 2 little tigers at the feet of the mama tiger snuggling, and then there's 1 tiger snuggling the mama tiger. So that's like my 2 boys and then my daughter. So it's really cute. So you get the idea here. This is starting to be super cute and I will finish it up. But let's get, let's do this old olive. So I got an old olive branching out die, and here are the dies. So there's 6 of the dies, and they all layer, which is really, really cool. And so you can do a lot of fun things with them. So here's the smaller layer, of course, and then, or you could do something like this, and you could also use them as frames. So we could frame this one up. That would look kind of cool. Or we could just do it in white. Oops, that's for a smaller one. So lots of options. And yeah, we could layer the smaller one on here. We could cut it out of DSP. So that might be cool, but we could go like this. There we go. Liking it. And then I want some of this. Yes. And then we stitchy that. And then I've already stamped some of these guys. My ink was super juicy, so the detail here kind of got blotted out a little bit, unfortunately. I don't know if I want to cover up my beautiful stitching. I think I'm gonna leave it out. And I think I do want to stitch some more. It's kind of fun. I find it very relaxing. It's like coloring. And I taught my daughter cross stitching. And she's done a couple cross stitches. So hopefully, I think she enjoys it. So I gave her a little pouch so she could put it all in a kit. And I think she brought, maybe she brought a cross stitch with her to college, but I think she brought some crochet kits, the little Woobles kits. Let's see, I'm doing cross stitch for my son. Oh, very. And what's an Anzac? I don't know what is that, did I say that right? Anzac? I don't know what that is. I haven't heard of that. What is that? So I'm just stitching away. It's interesting how it twists as I stitch, because I'm not twisting it. I don't know why it's twisting. Okay, so we got to get to the good stuff here, but I think it's going to look super cute. So I just want to stitch it really quick so I can get it on this card so you can see how super cute it's going to look. All right, so let's go all the way back here. And where's my end? Did I weave my end in? I don't even know. No, I didn't. So we'll weave it in up here. Oh, I went through the wrong hole. Go back. Okay, this hole? Yeah, that one. That's the one I wanted. Okay, so now let's kind of weave this one in. Let's see. I know, it does look cool. Good old back stitch. I wonder if you could probably do some other stitches too. Like there's one, okay, let's see if I can do one of them, where you create a loop and then you go through the loop. So I think you create a loop. You create a loop. Okay, so you go, no, that doesn't work. How do you do this? I don't remember. You create a loop, and then do I twist it again and go down through the loop? What? No. I'll have to look that one up. There was one where it had like a loop or something that I remember doing. I bought some more embroidery kits when I was getting some cross stitch kits for my daughter, because I thought that'll be cool to do when I have time. Yeah, they're sitting in a box, but I would love to do them one day because I really do enjoy it. And this is kind of a fun, very tactile element that you can put on your cards. So it's kind of a fun, different way to to add some texture to your cards. I'm just having fun. Oh, let's see. That is our soldiers that went to war. Okay. I'll have to look that up and see what that is, because I am not familiar with that. But I have a friend who makes cards for the military, and I like to give her a lot of my retired items and retired cards, and she sends them to the military. The only thing that I cannot give her is anything with glitter. No glitter. I think I can do rhinestones though, which is kind of weird to me. I would think no rhinestones as well. Nothing glimmery, shimmery, but no glitter. That's the rule. Whoops, I finished it. No glitter. Isn't that cute? What do you think? Very cute. Okay, so let's just twist this in here a couple times. Okay, let's do it one more time. And then I will tie just a tiny little knot. Just tiny little knot there. Ding! And then we will trim that off, and I'm going to put this on dimensionals so that it's not so like bumpy. And you put it down. So cool. Okay, let's see. I think yeah, I think I want to add some texture to this. I'm wondering if I should do it in olive, or is that like too much olive? No, I'm doing it in olive. Okay, Mr. Olive. But my olive is super juicy, so I think I'll stamp off. So let's get a little paper here, and let's see what this is called again. This is called Etched Autumn. Etched Autumn. And with Stampin' Up starting to move completely to photopolymer, these red rubber stamps are going to be a thing of the past, unfortunately, which is really sad because I love red rubber for backgrounds. I'm hoping they'll be able to do photopolymer backgrounds. We'll see. So these are gonna be rare. So okay, so that's dark, and now we're gonna do light. I'm just gonna use some elbow power here. Let's see, First World War, Australia and New Zealand soldiers. Oh, ooh, cool. So cool. Okay, so that's our background with our background stamp set. Give us just a little bit of background there. And then now I gotta do something with the back. I'm wondering if I should add some texture to it with the embossing folder, or no, I think I'm just gonna do some of the DSP. So we can pop this up. This is our feature. And we're going to use a lot of dimensionals everywhere. Let's see, just wherever I can fit them in. Down here, over here. That should be good, right? Maybe one up over here. And maybe one down here. And let's see if I can fit one in here. Okay, that looks good. I think that looks good. Maybe one out here. Let's bring in the minis, and let's do a mini out here. And let's do a mini right here. Okay. That is going to look excellent. I don't like it when it kind of bends in the middle. So here we go. Super cute. Okay, so now I want to use some DSP. So let's see. This one would be really cute, I think. Ugh, come on. This one, no. too much. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's hard though, because I really don't want to use the other side. I mean, I want to use the other side. I'd rather use the other side. Or we could do this very, you know, kind of light one. We could do this light one down the, nah, I don't like it down the middle. Okay, let's see what else we got. I think it's gonna have to be that other one. We could do this down the middle. Oh, you can barely even see it. All right, we'll just do the dark one. But I'm gonna do a trick. So I'm gonna cut out, but let me show you what I'm gonna do, because I want to use as much of the DSP as possible. So let's go ahead and cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to just make sure that my measurement looks good here. I think I'm gonna trim a tiny bit on this side here. 4. There we go. Okay, and then just, no, that looks okay. All right, so do that, and then, very cool. And then I'm going to use the dies. So I used the largest one for the outside. So I'm going to take the second largest one, and I'm gonna cut this side out so that I can use that, okay? So let me kind of move all this out of the way so I can get the machine, the big machine. Okay, just kind of move everything out of the way, whoops. And then we're going to run this through. So let me grab the big machine. I have the little machine there with me, but for this one, we need the big machine. So let's grab the big one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so when you have DSP like this, and it's, to me, it's like super precious, right? You want to use as, you know, get the most use out of it that you can. So a lot of times you can cut the middle out of it if you're layering with it, right? And then you get to use this gorgeous piece right here, where we'll use that for our next card, and we can use the layer. Ta-da! So very economical, very useful. I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do liquid glue because it's just kind of too thin, maybe, for the seal. And less is more with liquid glue, for sure. And then we just layer this on here to just add, you know, a little bit of interest to our card base. And then voila, you do not even know that the middle is missing. So let's see, where did I put my dimensionals? I kind of cleared everything. And then I put my dimensionals, let's put this back in here. Oh goodness, I don't know where I put them, so here's another one. And we'll just put a lot of dimensionals on this too. There we go, that should be good. Cool. Okay, what do you guys think of this? Anybody willing to try doing some stitching here? Ah, so fun. And then these are kind of light for this. I actually think I'm gonna borrow the streaked dots from the Autumn 12. They're kind of heavy, nice and heavy. Let's get a dark one. They're kind of different colors. So let's put one over here, and then we have little ones. So I'm gonna look for some dark little ones, and I'm just gonna put them near the leaf right there. Okay, and then I'm going to think if I want to add a sentiment or not. I think maybe I shall, because we do have, what's this one? Thankful for you. We have many thanks, and we have expressing heartfelt gratitude. I feel like those are like inside ones, go better inside. So this one's small, so let's use the smallest one that we can. Another fun thing that we could have done for texture, maybe I'll do it on the next card, is use some of the stamps that are included for texture. So I can try that on the next card. So thankful for you. Let's find something really small and see if it will fit. I don't think that's gonna, ooh, it fits. What? Okay, so this is from the, I'm pretty sure it's from the Beautiful Butterflies. Yes. And very lightly, this is very thin. So very lightly, gonna stamp. Thankful for you. Ugh. Okay. Kind of wanted it up a little bit more, but it will do. It will work. And then let's see where this can be put. Like right there, I think is good. You can still see all of my lovely stitching. Ah, so fun. What do you think? I loves it. Okay, so now let's have fun with this. Okay, so let's do, oh no, I just dropped everything. Okay, so let's just look through here, and what other colors do I want? Do I really want Cajun Craze? I don't like Cajun Craze. I mean, that's not Cajun Craze. Oh look, I found Garden Green in there, hiding in there. This is Cajun Craze. So let's just take a look at the paper here. Okay, so we have this one that we used, and ooh, that plaid might be cool. Using a little strip of the plaid. Here's another little strip. I keep all the little strips because you might use them. This one's good. This one doesn't have the green in it. So those are the ones with the olive in it. Lots of pieces. So kind of trying to see what I have left. So I have a couple of those. Okay. I just ordered more today because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm running out and I still want to play with it and I need more. And I need more for Saturday. So crossing fingers, hoping that comes by Saturday. Okay. We could do something like that, but this covers so much of that, so I don't want to cover it up. So let's do something fun with the plaid. So this one is a little bit wider, so we can do something fun with that. We could even add it on to here. Let's see. I kind of wish I had a full piece of it though, because I'm not sure what to do. Oh, this is just that. Let's see, I see another piece all the way down here. It for that one. So I have a couple pieces. Okay, I'm thinking, but while I'm thinking, I'm gonna get some of these out, get some of those out, and I also want to stamp the mushroom. I want a mushroom, and I want this. So I think I'll make the mushroom early espresso. Or should I do this one? Well, let's stamp a couple and see what we think. So we got mushroom. That looks black. And we've got leaf. Got all these scrap pieces here. Leaf. Wow, that looks really dark. I missed the color. We used to have a color called chocolate chip. That was like my favorite color. I miss it. Okay. I don't know if I'm liking that so much. So let's clean that off real quick and let's try Cajun Craze. So this is kind of a little bit of my creative process here. I just try stamping things in different colors or embossing different things. That looks much better. Or maybe pecan pie would look good. And let's clean that off with my fingers. And then let's stamp this one in the Cajun Craze. Yeah, that looks better. They look better in the Cajun Craze. So we can cut that out. And I don't like them. I'm not gonna use them. That's a lot of Cajun Craze. Let's see what they look like in other colors. Let's try maybe crumb cake. Let's see. Let's see what we get with crumb cake, because that is kind of a similar color tone as the brown. Looks like I need to re-ink my crumb cake. Yes, I like that much better. Okay, and here's our mushroom. Uh-oh, I got something on the... That's the danger of using these, because they're just kind of leaving a whole bunch of lint on here. So maybe I should actually use... I think all of them are dried though. I let them dry out. They are all dry, so I'm kind of stuck. Okay, let's use these wipes. These are, yeah, more cleaning wipes, but it'll be fine on the rubber. There we go. Okay, so let's try the mushroom again. Mushroom. That's better. Okay, so say no to that one. And I like this one. We'll see. And then let's do, yes, I have another chocolate chip fan. Yes, I loved chocolate chip. They had chocolate chip, and then they had another medium color brown, but I can't remember what that was. And then they had, I think crumb cake was the light brown. I think we've had crumb cake forever. So let's think here what we want to do. I want to do this. I'm wondering if I should do it on here or if that's too much. Nah, let's emboss this. I think that'll look cool. Okay, we gotta clear everything off again. And I gotta bring up the big one, but we need different plates. So let's go get the plates. Totally different ones. We need number 1 and number 4. So let's do that. Number 4 and number 1. Okay, and I'm gonna offset here to just allow the machine to more easily bite the sandwich. Bite the sandwich. Okay. We embossed that. So it's kind of fun not only to stamp on your DSP, but also to emboss it. That looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that. I think it looks very cool. Okay, so now we have that. And then now I just want to, I don't know, maybe I should just do white on here. Ooh. And then we can do some of this. And then, nope, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this, this, and maybe a mushroom. And I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that. I'm so picky. Maybe we can do this on the side that will bring all of our colors together. More better. More better. Okay, now we can see all of our colors. And I wonder if, no, because then that hides it. Ugh. Okay. I'm just thinking aloud here. Okay, I'm not liking that idea quite as much. Let's see what we think about some tone on tone, or some thing like this, and we get that nice yellow leaf in there. Gosh, it's not coming to me. So let's cut these two and then we'll figure it out. So here's our little pieces, and all the little pieces have coordinating dies, so that's great. And I'm gonna use the mini machine this time. Let me just grab those. And grab, oh, I need to grab a different base plate because I just have this base plate. That's not the right base plate. So let's see, where are my base plates? Not now. Okay, just kidding. I don't know where the base plates are right off the top of my head. So let's go back and use the big one. You'd think I'd have enough room here. I have like a huge, like 8-foot table, but of course it is completely full of things. So let's see, there's our little mushroom. And then let's get the sky over here. And offsetting the plates. There we go. I feel like I need like a L-shaped table or something. Maybe that's what I will do. All right, so we've got this, this, and I think that. Okay. And how are we going to use those? Okay, let's put that over there. Can we do that? I just feel like so much of the paper isn't seen, and it's so pretty. I don't want it to be covered up so much. No. Oh, see. All right, I'm still thinking on this one. This one's not coming to me. Normally it just comes. Maybe we're doing this again for more contrast. But I need more paper. That's what I need, is I need more paper. I might have to wait till I get more paper, because I think this would look nice with this around it. Or actually, I would even like do Cajun Craze. Yeah, I would do that. But I need more paper. Or yeah, I could even do that and orient it this way. We could put that at the bottom. We could maybe do that. Okay. What do you think? I think that looks okay. And then let's see if we want to use one of our big leaves here that I've cut out. So I have this one that I cut out of that other paper. So we could use that. And then I could use the green there. Or I have plaid one of the other leaf, but I don't know if, I don't think that looks too great. No. Okay, let's see. I also have this one that I tried. This one might, I kind of like it. What do you guys think? I think it looks nice. But I'm thinking no early espresso. Just the Cajun Craze, and then we can have a little sentiment coming through there. Okay, I like that. There we go. That feels good. That one took a little while. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of trimming, because sometimes when you cut with the, well, with the other one, you get rough edges. And this one I love because it gives you really nice edges. Very, very nice. Okay, I hate to cover up this side, but the other side is definitely what we need, because it's so cool, because this paper totally matches the embossing of this, which I think is really cool. And yes, I'm gonna pop this up, and I'm gonna need a lot of dimensionals because this is thinner than the cardstock. So I'm just gonna kind of go crazy with the dimensionals here. Yeah, that should be good. I like it when a card comes together. Okay, tons of dimensionals. There we go. That looks nice. That even looks nice with the Cajun Craze, which is crazy. And this card is it's just gonna have a lot of dimensionals because that's what's going to look best. And I love dimensionals. Might not be able to go through the mail, but it will be very pretty. Okay. Lots and lots and lots of dimensionals. And then here we go. and I want a different one. Let's do this one. Okay, and how did I have it? Did I have it kind of like that? I think I had it over a little bit more. And then we put it like that, I think, kind of. So these, I think I actually might do flat, a little bit flat. So let's do that one there. And let's do this one like, let's do it up. Yeah, there we go. And that way we can put this here. And then we can maybe put this on top, I think. Yeah, and then let's do the many thanks in the Cajun Craze. See, this is gonna be a thank you card. You could make it into a birthday card as well. Let's see if many thanks is gonna fit. It's gonna be kind of tight, but we will try it. Many thanks. And this is from the Wonderful Words dies. The embossing kind of, but it'll work, right? Let's see what it looks like on camera. It looks good. Oh, but I think I want it down more. Yeah. I kind of feel like I want it to cover that or that. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Yeah. Maybe I want it to be wider, just so it's not. Let's see what other little fun pieces I have. Let's go ahead and just stamp it on this. Many thanks. And I think that's gonna just look better. And we're just gonna trim it. Ah! Cajun Craze. Now it looks like blood. Okie dokie. So I'm just gonna trim, ooh, the edges just a teensy weensy bit. Just a teensy weensy bit. So they're nice and crisp. This one's gonna be tricky because the Y is like right there. I cut it a little bit, but it'll be fine. Okay. Now I'm just gonna trim it off like that. And then I'll leave a little bit of space on that end for our little thing right there. Looks good. And so I'll just put a dimensional out here. Let's see, can I do a big dimensional? I think so. Right there. And then let's do some adhesive on this side, since we're kind of large here. And right about there looks good. And then I'm gonna pop this one up. Mini dimensional. Should I do it down there? Should I do it up here? There we go. I like it. Ooh, and now we get to use the Cajun Craze dots. Exciting. Where did those go? Because they are so pretty. So pretty. Okay, let's get a big dot. And let's see right here. No, over here. No, I think right there. And then a medium one. A medium one over here. And then a small one, I think up here. Oh my goodness. I'm in love. That is so pretty. How in the world am I gonna raffle these cards away? I'm gonna have to make more because I love them both so much. Ah, wow. Those turned out great. And of course I still have like a ton of supplies left, which is great because I gotta design some more cards. So I designed the beautiful pumpkin one, and I better take it out, otherwise I'll forget where it is. And I designed that one, so we're gonna make that one. And if I get the paper in time, maybe we can make this one too, because this one's pretty cool. Oh, they both say many thanks though, so I might have to change the sentiment. But oh my gosh, so fun. I was wondering when I got this, like, what do I do with this huge, leaf? I'm not sure what to do, but it works. Totally works. So I love it. And here's the branching out dies that I used for both. Pretty cool. We got that from this background paper here. And then I've got a little bit left here. I was able to use the embossing folder on there. And I am just delighted with how these turned out. They're so, so cool. And then I want to do something with that, since I've cut these all out. And then I cut out a few more, and then I can do, you could do some shaker cards with these, or just like a little window or frame card, so don't throw those away when you've cut that out. See, here's another one that might be cool. Ooh, I think I'm onto something here. I kind of like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do something with this. This is gonna be a card. We'll just put that aside. And then I've got lots of fun pieces that I can use for other cards, and we can layer these together too. That's what I did there. And then when I get more paper, please come soon, paper, and I can make more. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let's see. Let me catch up here. So in the Netherlands, I could just mail a thick card with dimensionals if I mail such a very thick card to the US. Yes, so the US, it has to be less than 1/4 of an inch. So what I did is I used one of my, I'll show you guys, one of my paper pumpkin cardboard pieces. So paper pumpkin cardboard piece, or just the kits. These come in the kits. And my trimmer. And this helps me to know, ouch, where to, let's see, this is about 6 inches, so let's do 3. So let's start it at 1 and go down to 8, about 8. And then I'm gonna go over 1/4 of an inch and start around 1, go to 8. And then I might have to do it on the other side. So start at 3. Let's see if I can get it in the same spot, hopefully, from the other side. Oops, I don't know which way to go. Okay, there's that one. Yeah, so I'm right. So I do go to 3 1/4. Okay, and then, okay, yay. And then I just use some scissors to cut this middle piece off here. It's just easier. And voila, there's your 1/4 inch mailer checker thingy bobby. So if I were to put this in an envelope, drum roll please. Ooh, ah, so that piece right there, I'd have to not pop up, because it doesn't want to go through. So yes, you can do non-machinable cards, and so on the envelope you would write hand cancel, hand stamp, and you have to put another ounce stamp on there. So I think right now another ounce is like 23 cents. So yes, so that's the quirky mailing system here. So let's see how many layers. 1, 2, 3. So you can really only do 2 layers of dimensionals before you hit that 1/4 inch. Because see, this one has 3 too. So that piece right there is probably gonna. Oh, it kind of went through. Ha ha ha. I don't know why. Is this 4? No. 1, 2, 3. Huh, interesting. Like why does this one, whoops, why does this one go through? I don't know. Yeah, this is the handy dandy little thing. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll put like a piece of thin copy paper in front or something to, not only to protect the front of the card, but also make it go through the machine a little bit easier so there's not all these little bumps, because the machine doesn't like the bumps. So little US mailing tips and tricks. So yeah, let's see. Too heavy. Too heavy. What do you mean by too heavy? I'm not putting this in, but I would just use this to see what the thickness is. Oh no, I just bent that. Maybe I'll stick a glue dot down. I think I'll stick glue dots down there and there, or just do some liquid glue so those don't keep getting pushed up. And then just put a little block there for a little bit so that you can make that stay down. Stay down. But anyway, fun. What a mess, but messy is fun, right? All right, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun with me and watching my little design process there. It was a little bit harder this time, but made it through and made some nice cards, I think. So I think I'm gonna have to make doubles of both of these cards because I love them so much. But if you comment, share this video, you will be entered into the raffle to win one of these cards next week. So next week, I will be either doing the paper pumpkin with the Autumn Toile suite from the mini catalog and coordinate and upstyle everything, or I will do the Beautiful Pumpkins bundle, which I have a ton of fun ideas for. I love doing pumpkin fall cards. And so definitely everybody could do fall cards for fall birthdays, fall thank yous, and what else? I don't really give Thanksgiving cards, but it's kind of fun if you host dinner to make a little, you could do menus, but little name cards are just like a little initial, kind of like the little thing that I made for my fall retreat. So something like that would be cute for your Thanksgiving table. All right, so thank you guys, and please mark your calendars for every week, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, and I will be sharing more fun things next week with either the paper pumpkin or the beautiful pumpkins. So it's going to be pumpkins either way, right? I hope you guys have a great week. Tomorrow is the last day to subscribe to the Paper Pumpkin. So if you want to play along with me, you can subscribe tomorrow. And if you subscribe through me, you're going to get the fabulous set of tutorials for free. And I've had so many comments about how wonderful the tutorials are and how much people love them. So I think everybody would love them. And even if you haven't subscribed, you can purchase the tutorials for $15, which is a steal. It's an absolute steal because a lot of us spend quite a bit of hours making these tutorials and typing them up and taking pictures and putting them all together. So this is really, a labor of love with these tutorials. So they're really, really great. Thank you guys. I don't want to go, but I'll see you guys